Hey, what's up YouTube? What's up Aquamigos? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Tobias and welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Fish Fridays where I upload new fish videos every Friday. And the first thing that I want to say is I got a cool package right here. It says live plants on it, and inside this box there should be some dwarf hairgrass that I bought for my 10-gallon aquascape. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this. We'll see exactly how it looks, and we will be planting it in this 10-gallon right here. If you haven't seen the video yet where I did the hardscape for this tank, you might want to check that out. I'll leave the link down in the description of this video. But check it out guys, this is it right here, and I got this cool ring light, and I think it'll be perfect for filming this 10-gallon. It lights it up really nicely. But if you look up there, I actually went ahead and put this mosquito fish into the 10-gallon already. And mind you, this tank is not cycled or anything, but the reason I put him in here is because I had him in my 15-gallon with my guppies, and I started noticing that this mosquito fish is very aggressive towards my guppies. And some of you actually warned me about that, and I had no clue that mosquito fish were aggressive towards guppies. So as a precaution, I went ahead and put him into this 10-gallon. And guys, just real quick before we start with that, I just gotta tell you guys, it happened again, and I have no clue how this happened, but I crashed the cycle of my 15-gallon again. This is probably the third time in the 3 years that I've owned this tank that I've crashed the cycle. So if you look right now, there are no guppies in it because I took all the guppies out because I didn't want any of them to die from the massive ammonia spike that I had. I took them all out and I put them in my 20-gallon. So check out my 20-gallon. Take a look at this. So here we are guys, we're at my 20-gallon, and as you can see, there's a lot of guppies in here. In my opinion, it's a bit overstocked. And one way I know that it's overstocked is because check this out. I'm starting to get this algae. So I can't wait until I can get these guys back into that 15-gallon. So before we start planting this 10-gallon, there's a couple things I want to do. First thing is I want to put this mosquito fish into my 15-gallon. The reason is because these are brand new plants and I'm playing it safe. I'm going to be quarantining these plants just to make sure that there are no parasites coming in with the plants. And by the way guys, in case you're wondering, this dwarf hairgrass that I bought, it was $12.99 on Amazon, including shipping, which was like $8, and tax. It came out to like $21 or so. But I'll have a link to that dwarf hairgrass down in the description below in case you want to check it out for yourself. It got here super quick. It only took like a day to get here. That's probably why the shipping was kind of expensive. They probably did like next day shipping. So when you get new plants, whether you're ordering them online or you're buying them at a pet store, you want to quarantine them for 30 days. Because from what I understand, a parasite cannot live without another fish host for more than 30 days. So after 30 days without having another host, those parasites should all die off, if there are any. And even although there might not be any parasites on these plants, I'm just going to assume that there is because I wouldn't want to put my fish in jeopardy. So this mosquito fish will be going into the 15-gallon, the dwarf hairgrass will be going into this 10-gallon, and then I'm going to be waiting at least 31 days before putting any fish into this 10-gallon. And yeah, let's go ahead and start off with an unboxing. Alright guys, check this out. This is it right here. It came in this cool little round plastic container with a lid. It looks like the plants are moist in there. They call this a tissue culture. And it even came with some instructions on how to plant them. I guess it says you're supposed to rinse them under clean water and divide them into smaller portions and then plant them directly in the substrate. I did very little research before ordering these, but apparently people say that these will grow perfectly fine in sand. As you can see, my entire substrate is sand. It's actually play sand that I got from Lowe's. So what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and get that mosquito fish into the 15-gallon, then we'll get these in there. Alright guys, now that we got that fish in there, we gotta rinse off these plants according to the instructions. If you look closely, you can tell that there's this gel stuff in there, and that's used to keep the plant hydrated. So we gotta make sure we wash all that off. Alright guys, so that's what we're looking at so far. I kind of tried to separate them into little clumps. I've never, owned this plant before, so I'm not really sure like how it's going to be planting these, but we're gonna give it a shot. Alright guys, so I just watched a quick video of another guy doing this, and he separated his plants way more than mine, and this guy kind of seemed to know what he was doing. So I went ahead and separated that clump a lot more, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this another shot, see if it'll be any easier to do this way. Alright guys, so breaking the strands up into smaller bunches seems to really be working well. I'm just hoping that I got enough of the roots together so that they can still grow. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. And from what I understand, these should grow pretty quickly. I still have a ton more to plant, so I better get to it. Alright guys, so that's where we're at so far. Check it out. And it's hard to believe that inside this little cup, I could actually cover so much space with these. I'm really curious to see how long these take to like really start to grow in and fill in all these spaces. I mean, I pretty much got the entire bottom of the tank pretty much covered, like for the most part. Earlier, I was talking about how it's important to quarantine new plants for 30 days. And after seeing how these plants came inside a tissue culture kind of thing like this, I didn't really know what that meant. So I went ahead and Googled it. And check it out, this is what Google says. Tissue culture plants are aquarium plants that are grown in vitro in specialized labs. The growth method used for tissue culture guarantees that these plants are free from any pests, algae, and pesticides. So in other words, I don't think that this dwarf hairgrass came from an aquarium with fish in it. Therefore, I don't think it would be possible for this to have any parasites attached to them that could harm my fish. So it is possible that it would be safe for me to put fish in with this hairgrass right away. I'm pretty sure that's what it means, but I mean, if I'm wrong, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. But having said that, I do need to wait for the filter to cycle anyway. It's not really suitable for there to be fish in here at the moment. So it might not have looked like it, but that took me a long time. It probably took me at least 2 hours to plant all that hair grass. But I think it was well worth it. I love how it looks. This is a plant that I've wanted to get for a really long time. And now we just gotta hope that it does well and it grows and it spreads. I think the tank will look great once it grows all over the bottom of the tank. And anyways guys, I have one shout out for this video for Joel Shaw. Thank you so much, Joel, for being Aquamigo, you rock. If I owe any of you guys shout outs and I forgot to do it for whatever reason, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you would like a shout out in my next fish video, all you have to do is go down to the comments below and comment I am an Aquamigo, and I will shout you out in my next fish video. I post fish videos every Friday. They're either on the fish tanks I have right here or on my pool pond. And to everyone who watched up until this point, I just want to give you guys a big thank you. You guys are what keeps me going. And if you guys like this video, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. And if you'd like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure to go down there and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notifications button. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here. It's at YT_Tobias. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.